واشنگتن، کنگره آمریکا. نمایشگاه بزرگداشت شهیدان قتل عام 1367 و شهیدان قیام ایران با حضور شماری از نمایندگان کنگره.
سخنرانی‌های نمایندگان کنگره شیلا جکسون دموکرات، عضو کمیته‌های قضایی و امنیت داخلی، گودن، جمهوری‌خواه، عضو کمیته قضایی، رندی جمهوری‌خواه، عضو کمیته فضا و تکنولوژی.
شیلا جکسون عضو کمیته‌های قضایی و امنیت داخلی در کنگره آمریکا. ما در کنار مردم ایران که خواهان آزادی هستند و همچنین بازماندگان قتل عام 67 ایستاده‌ایم.
امروز ما قطعنامه‌ای را به کنگره ارائه کردیم که از دولت ایالات متحده می‌خواهد که در همکاری کامل با دولت متحد آلبانی از پناهندگان سیاسی ایرانی در اشرف 3 حفاظت کند و آنها از تمام حقوق مندرج در کنوانسیون ژنو 1951 و کنوانسیون اروپایی حقوق بشر از جمله حق حیات، آزادی و امنیت و حمایت از دارایی و همچنین آزادی بیان و تجمع برخوردار شوند.
I'm Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, and I'm a co-chair of the Iranian Women's Caucus of the United States Congress. We are pleased to be able to join this bipartisan caucus and to have large numbers of members of the United States, Republican and Democrats, realizing the pain that has occurred. And so we are here today to remember the 1988 massacre and not forget. We're here today to be able to mourn those people who died and to remember their families. We're here today to be reminded that even today in the 21st century, over the last year, Mehsha Amini was killed, and so many Iranians went to the streets and lost their lives because they want a democratic Iran. They want a free Iran. I know you want a free Iran. And so today we introduced a resolution that drew us together to be in unity in the United States Congress, to make sure that our voices are heard, that we are fighters for democracy. We're standing alongside of the people of Iran who want freedom, and yes, those survivors of the 1988 massacre. And this resolution is so very important. It calls upon the United States government, in cooperation with our ally Albania, to ensure full protection of the Iranian political refugees in Ashraf and Ashraf 3 in Albania, and for them to benefit from all rights stipulated in the Geneva Convention of 1951 and the European Convention on Human Rights, including the right to life, liberty and security and protection of property, as well as freedom of expression and assembly. We want freedom and safety for the people who have suffered. And this resolution is historic. It was introduced today. I'm a proud co-sponsor of this legislation, and I thank my colleagues and the lead sponsors for making a difference for freedom and for a free Iran and a democratic Iran. It will be true someday.
گودن، جمهوری‌خواه، عضو کمیته قضایی. تا امروز بیشتر از 40 تن از همکارانم در حمایت از قطعنامه جدید مجلس نمایندگان به ما پیوستند. ما، رژیم ایران، قتل عام زندانیان سیاسی در سال 1367 و سرکوب قیام اخیر در سال 1401 را محکوم می‌کنیم.
در این قطعنامه ما به دولت ایالات متحده فراخوان می‌دهیم در همکاری با متحد ما آلبانی حفاظت کامل پناهندگان سیاسی ایرانی را در اشرف 3 در آلبانی تضمین کند. آنها باید از کلیه حقوق مندرج در کنوانسیون ژنو 1951 و همچنین کنوانسیون اروپایی حقوق بشر از جمله حق حیات، آزادی و امنیت و حمایت از مالکیت و همچنین آزادی بیان و تجمع برخوردار شوند.
I'm so pleased today to announce our new House resolution co-authored by Representative Cohen, Tennessee, and I believe 40 or more of my colleagues as of today, many more are joining us. We are condemning the government of the Islamic Republic of Iran, the massacre of political prisoners in 1988, and the uprisings of recent years, and the massacres of last year in 2022. There is so much support for this resolution. There's so much support for the people of Iran who are rising up against the government there, who has been ruthless toward the people of Iran since those 1988 massacres. And I'm so proud to stand with my colleagues and with the Iranian people and with Iranian Americans who are on board with recognizing these atrocities and standing with the victims and the victims' family. I also want to make a special mention of the necessity of the American government to stand with the refugees who are currently in Albania. And this resolution calls on the United States government. My colleagues and I call on the United States government in cooperation with our ally Albania to ensure the full protection of the Iranian political refugees there at Ashraf III in Albania, and for them to benefit from all rights stipulated in the Geneva Convention of 1951, and also the European Convention on Human Rights, including the right to life, liberty, and security, and protection of property, as well as freedom of expression and assembly. When we visited Ashraf III, I have spoken with the families there, and I am proud to support them, and I encourage the United States government to do the same. I also encourage the Albanian government to get on board and do the right thing and continue supporting them. Thank you for your support, and my colleagues and I look forward to bringing this resolution to the floor very soon and continuing to build support and continuing our support of the Iranian people. Thank you.
رندی وبر، عضو کمیته فضا و تکنولوژی کنگره آمریکا. مفتخرم از قطعنامه‌ای که ارائه می شود حمایت کنم که به دولت آمریکا فراخوان می دهد تا در همکاری کامل با آلبانی حفاظت همه‌جانبه پناهندگان سیاسی در اشرف را تضمین کند. آنها حق دارند از تمامی حقوق مندرج در کنوانسیون 1951 ژنو برخوردار شوند.
قتل عام 67 در 19 ژوئیه 1988 28 تیر 1367 شروع شد. قتل عام ایرانیان آزادیخواه توسط رژیمی که مردان، زنان و حتی زنان باردار را بدون برگزاری دادگاه اعدام کرد. آنها به نحو شتاب زده حدود 30,000 تن را اعدام کردند که امروز باعث بیداری روح آزادیخواهی در ایرانیان شده است.
Well, good morning. I'm Randy Weber from Texas, and we're here today at a pretty somber event. This is the observance of what started the July 19th, 1988 massacre of what should be free Iranians by a brutal regime that killed men, women, children, even pregnant women indiscriminately, without any kind of trial, without any kind of legal basis. It was indeed a tragedy that goes on even today. They summarily executed somewhere around 30,000 people. And for Iranians, 1988, that evokes a painful memory. But I will add this. It also evokes that spirit of freedom in Iranians today. Because we should be able to stand up. I hope the whole world will pay attention and stand up and watch what's happening in Iran, even today, and say never again. As a member of the Texas delegation here, I am proud to be on the resolution that's going to be filed today that calls on the United States government in full cooperation with our Albania to ensure full protection of the Iranian political refugees in Ashraf, because it's still going on today. And Ashraf III and Albania, all of them need to get all of the rights stipulated in the Geneva Convention of 1951. Why shouldn't they? Why shouldn't they? And by the way, why shouldn't all Iranians in the entire country of Iran? And the European Convention on Human Rights, which includes what we all know as the right to life, liberty, security, and protection of property, as well as freedom, expression, and assembly. I love the fact that Maryam Rajavi has got the 10-point plan. I love the fact that the Iranians are rising up, that women are taking the lead, and they're going to make sure that we get a free and peaceful Iran like we're entitled to. I want to say to the world, Iran needs our help. The women of Iran are standing strong. The men of Iran are standing strong. The young people are standing strong. Let us stand with them in solidarity, and let us condemn this beautiful regime. And it is time for a regime change. God bless the people of Iran, and may they get the peace and the freedom they deserve. Thank you.